Welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you here. In today's exclusive video, I have 4 profitable Amazon KDP keywords that all revolve around one specific niche. Now, the keywords that I'm going to cover, they could be used as medium or high content books, and you can also create a wonderful series using each of the keywords, which includes creating a high content book to get started with, creating a workbook, an activity book, a coloring book also would be amazing, and a journal. So there's a lot of ways that you could be able to utilize each of the 4 keywords that I'm going to discuss in today's video. So just before we get started, if you're new here to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell icon because we do daily videos talking about profitable Amazon KDP keywords, as well as tips and tricks and strategies that I use myself to make passive income online. Also, you can find a 30-day free trial for Creative Fabrica linked in the description box below, which is my go-to when it comes to KDP interiors, KDP covers, also keywords that are profitable and that have been researched using paid tools as well. Now let's get started with the first keyword for the day, and our first keyword for the day is London Travel Guide Book 2024 for kids. And you guessed it right, the niche that we're going to cover in today's video is to do with travel guide. So it's travel guide books, which are mainly high content books that are written, and most of the keywords that I'm going to cover are for children. So you need to be mindful of the content of the structure, the way that you lay out the book as well. It's going to be for children. Now you can also go ahead and sub niche further by selecting the age group of these children. So are these children between the ages of 8 to 12, for example? Are they preteens that are between the ages of 12 to 14? Are they really small children that can digest as minimal content as possible, which is around the age of 6 to 8 or 5 to 8? It is all up to you. So my strategy is to create a high content book, and then from there you go on to create a couple of different books that are connected to the same keyword, but they're used to apply the knowledge learned in the travel guide, to apply it by either a workbook or an activity book, which includes a set of different activities like coloring sheets, crossword puzzles. Also, we've got prompt questions, exercises, so much, wonderful things that you can include in an activity book such as this. So the first keyword is London Travel Guide Book for London Travel Guide Book 2024 for kids, and we have a keyword niche score of 59 and a total results under 1,000, and they're sitting at 123. The average bestseller rank is also within the acceptable range, which is 152,732, so they are below 400,000. The average reviews are 106, and the average price is $12.49. So that is a great indicator. Really happy with the keyword niche score right over here. Total results under 1,000, average bestseller rank under 400,000. The reviews are good also, and the price will earn us a good royalty per sale. Now scrolling down, we have a couple of books that are selling quite well, and they have a minimum of under $100,000 for the bestseller rank. So as usual, we're going to scroll down on the first page. We're going to ignore anything that is sponsored, such as this one. This one's sponsored, so we're not going to have a look at this. This one right over here is not sponsored, and we have just identified our first book with a bestseller rank of 100,000 or less, and it sits with a BSR of 26,130. It is currently in 3 categories, starting with British Channel Islands travel guides, children's sociology books, and children's custom and traditional books. This is a great idea for some of the categories that you can choose your book to be ranking in, and that you will manually select in the uploading process. Now this sells around 240 copies per month, and it generates around 1,327. It is currently priced at $12.80, perfect for this kind of book, and it is also earning a wonderful royalty of $5.53 per book or per sale. Scrolling down, another book with a 30,000 under 100,000. This was earning $1,184 per month, selling around 210 copies. We found our third book with a bestseller rank of 53,000, and it is earning around $562, selling around 90 copies per month. 96,000 is our 5th book as well. So we have many books under this keyword that is selling quite well. That was for the first keyword, London Travel Guidebook 2024 for kids. Let's dive into the second one. This one's also connected, and it is Barcelona Kids Travel Guide 2024. Now it has a strong keyword niche score of number 7 given by self-publishing titans Amazon Scout Pro Chrome extension. Also, the total results are under 1,000 and they're sitting at a super low 98. The average bestseller rank also is within the acceptable range, so it is around that 400,000 range, and it is sitting at an average of 437,611, and the average reviews are 127. Average price is $10.59. Scrolling down, we do have a couple of books that are selling quite well. As usual, ignoring the top 2 books that are sponsored. Coming here, we have 103,000 as the bestseller. We have 43,000 as the bestseller, and this is the first book, and it's generating around 593, selling around 120 copies per month. A second book with 73,000, and it is selling around 60 copies and generating around 338. We have our third book also that has a really good bestseller rank coming up right now. I just saw that. And it is this one with 3,058, and it was also wonderful book, and it is bringing in consistent sales. So I'm also going to go ahead and I'm going to ignore the 27 given by self-publishing titans Chrome extension. Why? Because it does not match the data right over here, which is the total results under 1,000, average bestseller rank between that 400,000, so it is an acceptable metric, and the average reviews are 127. Really good price as well, generating us a good royalty, and that is exactly why you need to activate all of the 4 Chrome extensions that I've talked about, so you can have some data and some tools to compare against. So we're going to rely on the number 7 given by Amazon Scout Pro for the keyword niche score. Let's head straight to the third keyword. Now the third keyword is Japan Travel Guide 2024 for kids. Now this is marvelous results. The only concern I have here is with the bestseller rank being a little bit on the higher side, sitting an average of 834,632. But don't let that stop you, because you could be able to create a book, a Japan Travel Guide 2024 for kids book, and then move on to the next. So it's not something that I would create a full series on, such as a high content book, and then move on to the activity book, move on to the journal, move on to the workbook, all under that one keyword. It is a keyword that I want to utilize in order to diversify the KDP portfolio, create one good book that fulfills the promise, and then move on to the next. You never know what will sell. Try to make it as engaging as possible. Try to use Pinterest to pin it every couple of times a week, and you will see wonderful results. Starting, we have a strong keyword niche score by self-publishing titans Chrome extension with 53. Amazon Scout Pro has given us a number 6, categorizing this wonderful keyword as a nice niche. Coming to the total results, they are under 1,000 and they're sitting at 234. We have the bestseller rank in 834,632. Average reviews are 105. Average price is $10.86. Scrolling down here, we are going to ignore the sponsored post, and this is the first book that is not sponsored, and look, it has a bestseller rank of 100,000 or less, and it is Japan Travel for Kids, and it is sitting at 39,977, selling approximately 150 copies per month, generating around 753. Scrolling down, we have a couple other books that are selling quite well. This one with a bestseller rank of 22,000, which is our second book that is revolving around learning Japanese. So although it's not a travel guide, but they've mentioned this keyword, Japan Travel Guide 2024 for kids, in their 7 keyword slots because it is connected to Japan. And look, it is even in the general Japan travel guides as number 4 category as well, and this is selling around 270 copies per month, and it's generating around $1,462 on a monthly basis. We also have next up coming our next book with a 28,272 as the bestseller. Also it is basically about Japan travel guide. We have 31,000 as well, which is all about Japan. So if you currently have anything to do with Japan in your portfolio of KDP books, this is a wonderful keyword that you can add to your 7 keyword slots in order to get your book ranking. So that's another way to use this wonderful keyword. And then again, don't be afraid of the high bestseller rank. All the other metrics indicate profitability, and we've managed just halfway through the first page to find about 3 to 4 books with a bestseller rank of 100,000 or less, bringing in consistent wonderful sales. Let's dive into our final keyword for the day, which is Scotland Highlands Travel Guide 2024 books. Now this is absolutely fabulous. We have a keyword niche score of 40 and a keyword niche score of number 7 by Amazon Scout Pro Chrome extension. Coming to the total results, they're sitting at 147 under 1,000, and the average bestseller rank is sitting below the expected, which is also great to see. The lower the better. So it is under 400,000 and it is averaging 271,629. Average reviews are 146 and average price is a whooping $16.32, bringing in a wonderful royalty per sale. Scrolling down, we're going to ignore the sponsored. We're going to head straight to the next books. This is our first book with a bestseller rank of 100,000 or less. It is currently sitting at 73,160 and it is selling around 60 copies per month, generating $267 in royalty. Our next book, 17,000 is a bestseller, generating around $2,180 per month. Absolutely fabulous, selling around 300 copies on a monthly basis. And the next book, our third book, is 3,351 is the bestseller, selling around 870 copies per month. 3,290 is royalty on a monthly basis. 23,000 also selling around 270 copies. 25,000 it is selling the same amount as well on an approximate basis. So these were the 4 profitable keywords that all have to do with the travel guide niche. I wish you all the best. Take care and have a great day. Bye bye.